viewers, welcome to our June interview with the firefighters from Station 91 right here in Metcalfe. How long has Metcalfe had a fire station, and has it always been located here?
So Metcalfe has been located, well, Fire Station 91 is actually from amalgamation. Before that, we were Osgood Township Fire Department. This station opened September 9th, 1989. Before then, we used to be right in town. I'm sure everybody's seen the little hair salon that's right next to the creek. That originally used to be our fire hall until firefighting equipment got bigger and we outgrew it. Then they built this place. In 1989, this fire station won awards for being state-of-the-art.
How many firefighters are on the crew?
So we have, at full capacity, 4 platoons of 5 firefighters each. Then we have 4 station officers that run those platoons and a station captain that ensures everything runs smoothly.
If someone is interested in joining, how can they do so?
The Rural Fire Department recruits new firefighters once a year. You can see outside our fire halls in Osgood, Greeley, Metcalfe, Manotick, and all the other surrounding small towns. We post on our signs when we're accepting applications. You can apply online at ottawa.ca and follow the links for the fire department.
How long have you been a firefighter, and what drove you to become one?
I've been a firefighter here in Metcalfe for going on 4 years. Before then, I was a firefighter in rural Quebec for 3 years. I joined the fire department because my grandfather was a firefighter. Seeing him run out to calls all the time really made me want to join and give back to my community as well.
Could you give us a tour of the vehicles and equipment that you have here?
Sure thing. Here at Fire Station 91, we have 2 pieces of frontline apparatus. We have our pump tank and our tower. Our pump tank is our usual fire pump, first out on any call. It's got 2,500 gallons of water and a high capacity pump to help us get water on fire. Our second unit is Tower 91. Tower 91 is a 135-foot aerial piece. You may be questioning where in Metcalfe would we need 135 feet of reach. However, this truck is special in the sense that we can put it right up over the top of a house and back down the other side. Do you have any questions about the trucks? So this is going to be a walk around of our pump tank, which is, like I said earlier, our primary response apparatus. So this is the first one out the door whenever you call 911. If you call us for a fire, a car accident, or a medical emergency, this is the truck we're going to bring. It's got all our tools on it. As you see on the back, we've got a lot of hoses, a large volume of different types of hoses for different types of fires and emergencies. Moving forward, in this compartment, we keep our 2 toolboxes and our saws. We carry 3 different types of saws. We carry 2 chainsaws. One of them is called a ventilation saw. It's got a guard so we can cut through roofs but not cut through the structural components of a roof. A regular chainsaw, just for utility. And then in the back we have what's called a quick cut saw, which helps us cut through all kinds of hardened materials like steel, tin, metal, any type that a chainsaw won't cut through. Moving forward up the truck, we have our operator's compartment. So this is full of all types of different appliances for our hoses. We've got different nozzles and fittings just to make sure that the operator can get the best performance out of this truck. Below that we have a big ventilation fan which helps us clear smoke from rooms and structures. We also keep our fire extinguishers in there. These fire extinguishers are a little different than the ones you're going to see at home in the sense that they're a bit bigger. They're a bit more bulky, but it gives us what we need. In case we don't need to pull a lot of hoses off the truck and we can deal with it with just an extinguisher, we try to do that to minimize damage to the residents. Moving forward, we've got the back of the truck. This is where the firefighters ride. So we have capacity for 4 firefighters in this unit. Each seat is built in with an SCBA bracket, which is self-contained breathing apparatus. That helps our firefighters breathe in dangerous environments. This is also where the pump operator will run the pump of the truck. It's encapsulated so that in winter and summer, he'll be out of the elements and be able to actually focus on the job and not about staying cool or keeping warm. Speaking of our operator, this is the operator's seat. This is where our driver drives the truck. He has access to all the gauges, sirens, and lights. He can also communicate with the officer, who usually sits on the other side of the truck. And we're gonna work our way around there now. So as I mentioned, this is where the officer of the truck rides. Gives him the best view coming up to any address to help him spot it for the driver. He also has what's called an MDT. It's a mobile data terminal. We keep that in the front of the truck. That there provides the officer with all the call information that they're gonna need. We've got addresses, any notes. If you're on the phone with 911, that there will, when you give them any information, they'll be able to update the truck while it's on the way. We won't have to wait there and get the information from you. Moving around the back more, we've got the back still. Over here, up the front, we've got all of our forcible entry tools that we keep here. In case we come up to lock gates or doors, this will help us get in. We've got what's called a Halligan. We've got our flat axe, which is just like your splitting axe, except we don't keep it as sharp, so we don't get it stuck in anything. Got our sledgehammer, just a typical sledgehammer. And then our bolt cutters. In case we come up to a gate, we need to cut some chains, that bolt cutter helps us get through what we need to. We also keep what's called high-rise packs in here. This is just a bundle of hose that we can deploy somewhere where we don't really have access to pull all our long hoses in. Places like Osgood Township High School or the Osgood Care Center. If we're going way into the back of those buildings, we're not going to have enough hose to stretch it. So what we can do is we can plug the truck into what's called a standpipe out front. Then we can carry these through the building and plug them into a standpipe connection inside. That'll kind of extend our reach for a bit. We also keep lights and rope bags because we can always have lights on scene if we need to, especially if we get some late night car accidents or we need to light up a scene for a fire investigator. Those lights come in real handy. To run those lights, we keep a gas generator on board the truck. This way, all of our scene lighting and all of our external lighting, like you see like the halogen lights, they can be run off of this generator right here. Moving around the back. This is where we keep all of our jaws of life. This is our extrication equipment. So we have a pump, we have spreaders, a ram, and cutters. If we need to help somebody who's been involved in a car accident, this is what we're going to use. Our rule of thumb is we don't cut the person out of the car, we cut the car out from around the person. We want to keep them as still as possible, and all of these tools help us do just that. So this here is our aerial ladder. I mentioned this is Tower 91. This is a 135-foot E1 Bronto. This here is special in the sense that it's the only one in the city. The city of Ottawa only has one of these trucks, and it's right here in Metcalfe. What makes it special is the aerial device doesn't just go in and out like most. It doesn't just telescope and extend. We actually have what's known as a jib. So this one here has a breaking point in the middle where it can bend. Like I said earlier, that's how we can get it up and over the side of a house. We can get it right down into the backyard if we needed to. All because of this section right here, which is known as the jib. So this here is the bucket. This is where the firefighters are going to operate at a fire scene. You see there's the escape ladder up along the top. Other than that, all the tools on board are the same. We carry our saws, we carry our forcible entry tools. It also has a pump and a smaller tank on it, so there is water on this truck if we need it. Most times if we do use this truck for pumping water though, it's going to be tied into one of the bigger rigs so we don't run out of water super quick.
Do you have a piece of equipment or vehicle that is your favorite, and what makes it special?
I know personally, coming from this station, my favorite unit in this house is going to be the pump tank. A lot of guys are going to come in and say that they like the tower. For me, this is the workhorse. This here goes out on every call. Never sleeps. It's always running. The tower, it's cool, and it's really high tech. But for me, I like simple. I like the pump tank.
Is there anything else about the station or the team in Metcalfe that you would like our viewers to know about?
Absolutely. Our firefighters are here whenever you need us. We are here to serve this community, so if you ever have any questions and you see us out and about, don't hesitate to flag us down and ask. We are here to serve this community that we love. Also, if you're on the roads in Metcalfe and you see a green light in somebody's car, That's a volunteer firefighter responding to an emergency. You don't have to, but please slow down, move over when it's safe to do so, and let them pass.
And the final question we ask all of our guests, how would you finish this sentence? My Metcalfe is?
My Metcalfe is exactly like this fire hall. Doors wide open. There's a full degree of welcoming hospitality in these small towns, and this is exactly why I call Metcalfe my Metcalfe.
Thank you very much for reaching out to us and making this visit possible. Viewers, we hope you enjoyed learning more about our local fire station. Thank you for tuning in. See you around town.